Okay. Hello, ladies, gents, folks, and blokes. 'Tis I, Greg, the Warlock King. I'm pre-recording these videos and so on. I figured out how to use my phone camera as a webcam, thanks to an app that Elgato has, the game capture software. Had no clue it was a thing. So yeah. Um, Also got the game audio playing back into my ears, which was an issue before. I was kind of losing my shit over it. Pardon my language. But yeah, today we're going to be playing Death Stranding. Have not beaten the game yet. It's on my whiteboard of games to beat. So I'm going to focus on that. Yes, I will still be uploading Diablo and God of War side quest stuff as well. So there's going to be quite a lot of content just kind of pouring onto my YouTube randomly and haphazardly, but I promise it is all organized by playlists. I have everything categorized by playlists because I am neurotic like that, I suppose you could say. Um, yeah, so we're doing Death Stranding today. This is going to be pre-recorded. Will probably be uploaded to YouTube by the end of today, if not tomorrow. It all depends on what the schedule looks like, I suppose. Um, Also, don't mind the weird view. I am currently sitting on the floor. My camera is on my entertainment center, sitting. Yoda, Sabretooth, and the Black Panther are currently holding that up like good folks. So that's cool. Um, as for the future of gaming, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I want to make it a hobby. Like, it is a hobby, but I want to make it my side hustle, and it's just difficult because there are too many people out there already doing the same friggin' thing. And it's so difficult. So difficult to set yourself apart from everybody else. Especially when some people are willing to sell their souls and or their body, opinions, and personalities in order to better entertain the individuals viewing their content. Like, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but like, to me, I'm a very open-minded individual, but I won't change I will not change who I am and my core values and so on to better suit other people or accommodate others, if that makes sense. And not in the go F yourself, your opinion doesn't matter kind of way, but like the okay, cool, I take your opinion into consideration. I see that both sides have valid points, uh, and things. But like, if I'm not into something, I'm just not into it. Like, I'll listen to why you're into it, or why you think it's cool, and so on and so forth. I'll take in all your facts, data, and knowledge on the subject, and I'll even take into account your enthusiasm about the subject. But at the end of the day, if I'm not into it, I'm just not into it. Like, I'm not going to tell you you're an idiot or stupid for being into something that I'm not into. But I just can't cater to people like that. If I'm not interested in it, it's not going to happen. Like, for instance, most of my time revolves around this book. I don't know if you can see it. And teaching myself more about this, like astrophysics and stuff like that. This what I'm really into, is going to space and astrophysics. And I like video games because it gives me a sense of, a lot of people say escape. I don't feel like I'm escaping because I'm not actually playing the game for enjoyment. Like, my brain is working, it's sorting out everyday problems and problems with reality in my head while I'm focusing on this. Really what it's doing is it's keeping me from being antsy while thinking about said things. Like, these help me sit down and actually concentrate and process the thoughts that are going through my head, which, for instance, I'm not able to do otherwise. I'll end up pacing back and forth for hours on end and shit like that. I do it all the time. because I've got thoughts and feelings and so on going through my mind, and there's no direct, like I have no conduit to channel the energy into. And sometimes talking about what's on my mind doesn't necessarily stop the issue. It just turns into this, and I keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, and eventually people just get annoyed with it. I do enjoy debating things. Debating stuff is fun, as long as it's healthy. Calling each other names and slurs and other such things because you disagree with somebody's opinion is not a healthy debate. In all honesty, that is like the definition of an argument. Once it kind of crosses that line, it's no longer a debate. Yeah, I gotta get better at engaging viewers, and I have to find a like-minded community, I suppose, like my own, like people who are like-minded like me. For instance, like I'm very, very apathetic. I get told I'm very stoic a lot of the time. I will talk to you about anything. I will listen to points of views, opinions, and so on and so forth. Sometimes you're even able to persuade me over to your opinion if I look at it and go, oh wow, like I was missing some facts. My opinion is actually invalid. And yeah, these are the, like I like doing all that crap. I just, it's just hard to do, I guess, keeping people entertained. I know how to keep myself entertained. Entertaining others is not because like I know what I like. Everybody else out there is just so different, like I'm sure there are people who are like me and have the same thoughts and opinions and hobbies and so on, but like as it pertains to this hobby and so on, it's just rather difficult to find like-minded individuals who are like, oh yeah, and want to stay and talk and engage. The other issue too is I smoke while I play. It's enjoyable. I got one guy who pops into the chat all the time who's like, yeah buddy, smoked a bong. He actually popped in while I was playing Magic the Gathering, and I explained Magic the Gathering to him for a moment. So yes, I do that, and if that bothers people, I apologize, but it's what I do. It's how I unwind. It's honestly, it helps with this sometimes because I do a lot of that. I have tremors and so on from what's called dopa-responsive dystonia. It's a form of Parkinson's that attacks the dopamine receptors, if I understand it correctly. And according to my neurologist, I was supposed to be in a wheelchair by the age of at least 32 and so on. I am 28 almost. Like I'm 30's right around the corner, and I'm up using my legs and hiking mountains and things like that. That's also what I do in my free time. I love to isolate myself in nature. People just, there are too many of them on the planet, and they all just want to fight and argue and bicker. Like, it makes zero sense to me. It's like, think of all you could accomplish if you just put your minds together. But that is what it is. Like, I'm one individual. I'm not going to stop that at any point in time, so there's no point in losing sleep over it. But anyways, yeah. They had me on some medication called levodopa for a while, and really what that did was balance out my dopamine production, so I was getting just enough of it that I wasn't going too far on the spectrum this way or going too far on the spectrum that way, because basically what would happen is I'd go one way and my muscles would uncontrollably seize up. I would basically, I don't know, kind of fold up like this, I guess, and things would just, it was tight, painful, horrible. And it would cause temporary blindness in my eyes due to the blood vessels being constricted. Which, if I recall, my doctor said that was from the nerves around the vessels seizing up and putting pressure on them. But I don't know. I'd have to Google it again and look deeper into it myself. I just recall what he told me, and that was years ago. So yeah, it wasn't pleasant. And then like you fall towards the other end of the spectrum and your muscles stop working completely. Not in the sense that they tighten up and uh, constrict and restrict your body, but in the sense that you turn into a noodle, like everything's limp, you can't keep your tongue in your head, sort of things like that. I used to get picked on in school for it. Not all the time. Like, it was mostly before I started going to Madomic. Rockland School was kind of like, eh. And early middle school, which was at Madomic, was like, oh, he can't keep his tongue in his head. I bet he drools, kind of thing. All over himself and everybody, but yeah. So I'm perfectly fine now, and I self-medicate and balance myself out because I also have depression, which I've had for years, alongside this condition that I may or not have. And I say it that way because my neurologist said I should be, like I said, should be in a wheelchair, but the last time I went to get scanned, he said everything seemed fine, keep an eye out for it, but usually when things take a turn like this, it's either A, you didn't have what we thought you had, and he said considering some of my symptoms, he was pretty sure I had dopa-responsive dystonia. He said the other likelihood is poisoning, in the sense that I was being given too much levodopa, which was then setting off a reaction because instead of being balanced, I was too far over the top one way, which was causing my symptoms, which then blah 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 blah. He was basically insinuating that it was a Munchausen by proxy kind of thing, and my mother was trying to use everybody and anyone as a cash cow at the time. Like, my father was a cash cow to her. I was a cash cow. She constantly took my sister's money from working and shit like that. So yeah, that's why I say may or may not have had, but I've had depression that has run congruent to that for quite some time. I've developed anxiety within the last 3 years, and from what I understand and from the research I've done, that's a common thing amongst a lot of people lately. And that in my own personal opinion was pandemic induced, and people are still trying to recover from that in a sense. Like, I wasn't really worried about being locked inside or so on, but it does kind of give you like end of the world doomsday vibes. I don't think that's what caused my anxiety about the whole thing, but anyways, I've been self-medicating myself, and I was having some trouble a few weeks back, if not a month ago, because I hadn't done proper research and I was feeling, so I was smoking sativas to bring me, but what was happening was I was overstimulating myself, so when I'd come down I was going real friggin' hard, which was then causing like dramatic bouts of anxiety and depression, which I will say it was not fun at all. And I've kind of learned since that indicas and hybrids are kind of my way to go, because I've learned that I'm already stimulated. I don't need to be overstimulated. So when I smoke the indica, it brings me down a little bit and balances me out. I become chatty and very friendly, but not so much like off the walls, if that makes sense. Whereas when I smoke sativas, I go up, but I'm quiet, super quiet, hyper focused on everything. And I shouldn't say everything, on whatever I'm doing. I have ADHD, and ADHD in myself and in my own opinion, I do not believe is a hyperactive disorder as much as it is a hyper focusing disorder. In my case, I hyper focus on one or many tasks at once. And those tasks are my thing. Like, you rip me away from them and my brain just it shorts out. It has no idea what to do with itself. And time is irrelevant. It's a construct. It doesn't exist to me. If you want something done, you got to be like, hey, I want this done by by, say, 2 o'clock. And it's not the time, like, it's not 2 o'clock that gets me, it's the, I want it done by this time. So I can look at the clock and be like, okay, I have until this time to get this done. As opposed to, you know, the whole, oh, well, you got 8 hours to finish this. Cool. I got 8 hours to finish it. Alright. Procrastinate for literally 6 of them and then spend the last 2 rushing through it because I procrastinated through the first 6 hours because what's time, you know, like fuck it, sort of thing. I do the same thing with household chores. Like I have to give myself a time period, a specific time marker in which I am going to get up and do said things. Otherwise, I won't do them. I'll just continue going about my merry way, or hyper focusing on whatever it is I'm going about in the moment. Like, for instance, my book. If I'm reading it, you can't pull me out of it. Not gonna happen. I have to physically set myself a time or a checkpoint. Like, okay, I've read 3 chapters. The next chapter's in 2 pages. Once I reach it, I'm done. Done with the book. Gotta put it down. If I don't set those kind of like markers or goal points for myself, and I get pulled away from the book, I won't pick it back up. I won't read it ever again. Like, well, that's not true. Not ever again. I will read it at some point. I'll just have to start all over because it gets pushed out of my mind. Gone. So yeah. Anyways, back to how this topic all got started. That's why I smoke that. And some people have an issue with that, but once again, like, hey, some people have an issue with heroin and other such things being legal over in Oregon. But some people would also say, hey, let Darwinism kick in and they'll kill themselves, and that I don't necessarily agree with because it's kind of like they're people too, and Darwinism is survival of the fittest, you know, evolution and all that bull. I don't think just because you do illicit substances means you're less evolved than somebody else. Now, could you be doing those drugs because you're less informed or less educated than somebody else? Yes. In that case, no, I don't really think that'd be Darwinism either because it's survival of the fittest. I wouldn't really say education and intellect figures into that. Like, it's more of an ability to overcome and adapt that determines who's fittest, I guess. And you could, I don't know. Like, there's functioning fucking drug addicts out there. There's people who do cocaine and heroin all the time out there who have jobs, own houses, all kinds of money, things like that, you know? I don't think Darwin and or evolution's saying, oh yeah, you're totally not the fittest, because hey, they freaking rolled with it, they adapted, they put all kinds of illicit substances in their freaking body, and instead of like rolling up on the side of the road and becoming homeless, they found some freaking way to fund their habit and be a productive member of society. So, I don't know, that whole, oh, let Darwin take over thing is kind of BS in my opinion. That's what I'll do. I'll do some research on Darwinism, and then next recording I do, I'm just gonna speak for like 20 minutes on Darwinism, because hey, why not? I just gave a 20-minute speech about this, that, and the other friggin' thing. As well as my... Oh no, I didn't get my broadcast schedule. So my broadcast schedule is gonna be Sundays now. And don't count on the time being the same time every time. Like I say, Sunday is my upload day. Like, that's what's gonna happen. So Sunday will be my upload day. Content should be ready by Monday. At the latest Tuesday. Sunday is my free time. I go out and do some things, maybe get myself a breakfast sandwich, coffee, whatever, but I made my own coffee today because I'm not a lazy shit. That there is a lie. Don't believe that. Lazy when I want to be. But anyways, so Sunday is recording day. It usually takes almost all evening for my content to upload based on how long it is. So record and upload day, expect it by Monday and Tuesday on YouTube. Twitch, I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't believe you can upload pre-recorded videos to Twitch. And part of the issue is streaming is dropping my bandwidth and my frames per second because my internet is garbage and my PC just can't, like, my PC's doing its job. The internet's just not holding up. I gotta get a new provider. There's Fidium that offers 1 gig up, 1 gig down, your own dedicated line and so on, because what really is happening is when I try to do these things, I go through Spectrum and I don't have a dedicated gateway to the internet. Like, I don't have my own private gateway. Fidium offers that, like your own private secure connection to the information highway, whereas Spectrum, you don't share, like, you share a gateway, for instance, like, so the signal goes from here all the way to their server in whatever office around here or elsewhere, blah 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 blah, and that information hits a gateway. Think of it kind of like the TSA checkpoint at the airport. Everybody freaking crams in there at once, and things tend to slow down, especially when things are being throttled, as Bungie likes to call it. But so yeah, because my bandwidth starts to drop, my frames per second start to drop, and I start losing them, or I should say my frame rate starts dropping. Sorry, not my frames per second. So that's part of the issue with that. So that's why we're pre-recording now. We'll test it again once I get new internet, but right now I am a broke individual. I gotta keep working to make the monies. I'm not rich, unfortunately. Really wish I was, but yeah, without further ado, I'll get the freaking game started. I've talked for like 25 minutes now. I don't even remember where I was at. I'm going to switch over to the PlayStation because right now I'm staring at a very nice computer screen. With the PlayStation stuff on it. Oh, I forgot. I say that and it pops up on the screen. Go away. It's worse than Siri. And Siri doesn't even respond half the time. Ew. Alright. Gotta take a break on that shit. Hit that a little too hard. The reason I burped is because... Sorry. The reason I burped is I took in way too much air. Like, I inhaled too much, so when I pulled the slide, all that went up, and I was holding it in. Sorry. But before I could exhale, like, I ran out of oxygen, if that makes sense. And I didn't want to breathe back in what I was trying to exhale. So what happened was I closed off the back of my throat to breathe through my nose and take in air. But what happens when I do that, the smoke gets caught in my throat, which then creates a bubble in itself, and I have an option. I can swallow, in which all that smoke ends up in my stomach, which can make you sick, like it can make you throw up, or it can make you really, really stoned. I prefer not to weigh my chances with that. So, in order to release that air, that pocket stuck in my throat, you gotta burp. I did it one time and a big cloud of smoke came out. It was kind of gross, but it's much like anything. You look at it and then you're like, yeah, I could eat that. Yeah, I could drink that. Yeah, I could smoke that. And then in the middle of it, you're like, no, I overestimated my powers, my abilities. You underestimate my power. Don't try it, Anakin. I have the high ground. What's funny about that? Kenobi saying that, don't try it, I have the high ground. In the first Star Wars movie there, in the fourth Star Wars movie there, the prequels, the Phantom Menace, Darth Maul literally has the high ground. He's just being a showboaty douche canoe, and Obi-Wan takes advantage of it and flies over the top of him and cuts him in half. If Obi-Wan hadn't been paying attention and had been all showboaty and crap, freaking Anakin would have done the same thing, flown right over him and cut him in half, and boom, and he would have been right. Oh, you underestimate my power. But no, it's kind of like Obi-Wan took the experience from his fight with Darth Maul and was like, yeah, no, the high ground is the best place to be, sort of thing. I didn't even say that. Go away. Thank you. Yeah. Man wants to use the toilet. But, I don't know.
EX grenade number 1.
Saw that on the internet the other day and I was kind of like, it's a very valid point. This man's got hand marks all over him and looks like he's been in an abusive relationship. Like I don't mean to joke about that, like I'm being serious. It kind of looks like somebody beat the frig out of him. I know it's the
EX grenade number 0.
Ghosts. I know it's the ghosts that touch him and leaves hand prints, and that's why he doesn't like being touched. Totally get that. I don't necessarily like being touched, but it's because my mother used to force hug me all the time. Oh, you'll get over it. Here. Oh, are you upset? Here, let me give you a hug. She'd do that, and I'd be like, oh my word. It just enrages you. Last time I played, I was rebuilding the roads of America. America, fuck yeah. Do you wanna know what I'm surprised about? With all the people running around hating each other and screaming racism this and racism that and boo-hoo you and boo-hoo that. Mind you, I'm not knocking any of it. Like I said, both sides have very valid points. And shit. What gets me is there's this movie called Team America. And it's like I think it's a bit of claymation with like puppets and stop motion. And like the movie's meant to pick on the over macho-ness and like the super, almost like super toxic, like America pride kind of thing. And in the process, the movie's rather dicey at some parts. I'm surprised that hasn't been removed, like from the web or internet or streaming services. Like you can still buy it on Amazon Prime. I'm pretty sure you can get it on DVD, like Prime Video, and like you can buy it off Amazon, like the DVD, the physical copy. You can buy that off Amazon and shit. And like, don't get me wrong, I watched the movie like years ago and laughed at how ignorant it was. Like, it does. It's presented in such a way that what they're doing is ignorant. Like, if you're a sane, common sense thinking individual watching it, you go, wow, this crap is ignorant. Like, I understand what they're talking about and the points they're bringing about, but oh my word, when you put it when you show it in this manner, it's just ignorant. And then there's another group of people who watch it and they get so angst up and ticked off about it that you're like, whoa, alright, like, I get it. I understand why it's causing you this issue, but what can you do about it? Breathe. Take a breath, kind of thing. I run into that a lot on Facebook. I see a video and it's like, it's quite obviously clickbait. And sometimes it's like, the caption is such a controversial thing. And I'm like, oh, let's go into the comments and see what people are saying and talking about. And I go into the comments and I'm like, oh my word, some of you people are so hateful and y'all hate each other like this, like...
Hey, baby.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if people took the energy they put into hating other people and commenting on things on the internet, like, the world would be such a nicer place. And I enjoy lately, I don't know if any of you have watched what is it called? Secret Invasion on Disney. But supposedly it's the worst like series to come out yet, and they were claiming that crap about Ms. Marvel when it came out. Change color scheme. Oh, I can change my pack color now. That's cool. know I could do that, honestly. I gotta check to see what my missions were, like what I was doing last, because I really don't remember. But anyway, Secret Invasion was supposedly, people were claiming it was the worst, and they were in the comments section, like, fighting over when a certain part of this, like, when this certain person could have been, like, abducted throughout all this time in this MC universe. And I'm like, guys, they're friggin' movies. Why does it matter? And the director of this show, he has made comments saying, oh, I think this is when so and such would have been abducted. And everybody's like, how would that make sense? Blah 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 blah. And it's like, so I keep commenting like, with air quotations, think, he, like, I think, question mark. Because even the guy himself says, I think. Because he doesn't know. There was no real plan, right? They just did it. They made a move. They created something. They made a move. Like, it was sloppy, yes. Poor writing, maybe. But, yeah. And everybody's in the comment section trying to kill each other over it. And it's like, guys, what, like, what, does this really pertain to anything? And, like, some people answer, oh, well, you know, these are just people blowing off steam and blah, blah. I'm like, there's better ways to blow off steam. God damn. Ming-Wu. Ming-Wu is a variation of the heavily armored frame arms mechanoid known as Genbu. Project Resphere was originally conceived as a means of creating a bright new future for mankind, but it was sadly never able to achieve this noble goal. The AI of the lunar planet went haywire and launched an all-out assault against humanity, whose only hope was to adapt the frame architecture robot skeleton for combat. Thus, hey, I was reading that. Thus was a technology designed to bring peace and prosperity, tragically repurposed as a weapon of war. It's a Gundam, isn't it? Like a gun plow. Yeah. Orders. I have an auto delivery going on. Deliver old game console. Yes, but have I not taken on any more orders?
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Rest. Why am I resting? Freaking fresh pizza. Man, you're not getting another pizza out of me. I recall I had to go over here.
Did I tell you we added a zipline option to your PCC?
Nope.
Because we did. Build a few anchors and link them with a line to travel from A to B in record time. Give it a try.
Don't tell me what to do. Yeah, go back to sleep.
Good morning, Sam.
Okay, and that did what? Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Pretty sure I've seen this one. Yep.
Fucking idiot. Thinking you could keep us safe. Man like you. Sorry.
You should be.
I'd put on that bet. It's just you and me now, BB. That's all I got. I'll keep you safe. No matter what.
Expensive metals. Is that really what I came over here for? Like I said, I don't remember but I just got a bunch of lights. I just rested in the room. What do you want me? I don't understand. Locker. Truck. Yeah, that's all the shit I put on the truck. Slab. Yeah, I've already been there. I was pretty sure it was up on this side of the mountain I had to get to. I don't know. Bucket, right?
Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Good morning, Sam.
Rest is advised.
Hello.
Have a pleasant
Keep on
journey.
keeping on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Someone's happy. Anybody hear me?
I built all this road the last time I came through here. That bridge back there is new. So is that jump. Building this took me forever.
Anyone?
Give me just a moment. I'm gonna see if my wife has messaged me at all. No. Christ, I did so much grinding, didn't I? No wonder I'd never complete
Fuck this.
I bet most of my videos that I've uploaded to YouTube are the missions, and like
Keep on keeping up.
I bet it's not even the travel time on the missions that took the longest. I'm sure it was all me building roads.
Beginning scan. Stranding bridges ID. Verifying
Don't mind me.
decontaminating systems. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Shared locker and cargo. Somebody wants to give me a handgun. Speed skeleton. There we go. Building materials deliver way station north of Knot City. That's what I was looking for. Rescue Porter carrying bot research data. Your no good for nothing ass is all the way over there. I had a whole bunch of building materials. Where'd they go? There we go. I was like, excuse me.
Order assigned.
Anybody home?
I tried to jump this once. It didn't work out so well. I can't believe I did this.
Sam, looks like you've got a body on your hands. Doesn't matter how it happened, you can't ignore it. And if you're directly responsible, all the more reason to clean it up. Any corpse left alone will eventually go necro and pop a BT. You've got to dispose of it before that happens.
Motherfucker. Don't test me, I got a shotgun. Ain't fucking around. us out of there. I screwed that all up. I didn't even mean to shoot them. It just happened to be the first to get pulled out.
Construction complete.
Man, I'm terrible at this game. I've not played in a hot minute.
Yeah, sure thing.
I think this would be considered theft. Like, I'm technically stealing these materials from an outpost that somebody else built. But, hey, whatever, I guess.
Your work is greatly.
We gotta go up over that hill to get the missing porter. And drive back through that area where I killed everybody.
Good morning, Sam.
Hey there.
Looks happy. He looked so upset. Perfect.
Got company. Hey!
Sam, there's someone near your position. Did you see them? Take a closer look. Looks like they're secure. Now bring them home.
get it. You're asserting dominance over the situation. Get out of my face. Christ. Fuck you, beastie. It's fucking socking me and I don't like it. Laser beam. You're gonna stay there for a moment, dude, while I pick up all this stuff and put it back in the vehicle. Alright, just gonna check my messages real quick. Nope. Alright, now that we killed the big one-eyed thing, that was most certainly not my friend. lesson I've learned with their first encounter with me. I have a shotgun. I need that. Oh. Wow. That really sucked. Come on. There we go. The guy with the lightning spear there really had some good friggin' aim. Really wanted to make sure he inconvenienced me. Yeah, if my driving doesn't kill us first.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons please terminate pursuit. Rest is advised.
Oh. My camera seems to have disconnected. Give me just a second. Yeah, it did. Wow. "34 gigabytes of 238 gigabytes are free on my phone. That's nice to know. I didn't realize I was almost out of data on my phone. Thanks for telling me that, computer." Waiting for... Sure your phone and computer are on the same Wi-Fi or connected through USB cable. They are. I don't know what you're talking about. Un momento. Oh wow. There we go. And it's backwards. Give me just a second. I now have to fix with some... Now have to fix some settings. Because the lens is currently staring at Black Panther's foot. don't think that worked. No, it is freaking the fuck out. Close. Oh wow, that is early.
Just a little longer.
Hold on a moment. Now, minimize that for a moment. Go here and do front.
I'm in lead, thank God.
Now we go back here and turn it back on. Oh, and look, it worked. Fantastic.
No more.
Nope, now it's freaking out again. Has it been doing that this entire time and I just didn't know it? Christ. So that proves, okay, so that was connected over Wi-Fi, that's why it was freaking out. When it should be connected over USB. Sorry, I'm freaking with my camera. Fucking thing. Wow. Alright, well, whatever. well, that worked. Well, it worked, I guess. I'm gonna have to play with that later, I guess. Anyways. That kind of worked while it worked, I suppose. So now that we got this guy here like we were supposed to, we're gonna drop him off. And then we're gonna get to the other facility there. And I'll probably be done with recording for today. Ouch.
You did good, Sam. Thanks to you, that porter's still breathing. We've also managed to complete a
Working autonomous.
Feel free to fabricate one for yourself. Be advised, however, that you can only have a single unit active in a given region.
Bots are albatory robots that operate within the chiral network. They have a number of different modes, including follow mode, in which they can follow Sam around and deliver more, in which they automatically deliver cargo to its destination. Switch between modes at any time by selecting the BuddyBots icon on your cuffs. Christ, look at all these.
Thank you for your contribution.
Don't mind me. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Hello. Hey there.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Good morning, Sam.
Okay, there you go, speed demon. I'm Sam.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Water Bridges. Weapons
There,
restrictions
my
lifted.
word. Stealing some resources. Oh, metals. You do not have a lot of metal.
Storing vehicle. is greatly...
My bad. I must have found that vehicle out in the middle of nowhere because it doesn't belong to me, it belongs to another player. Which even still, if you ask me, is kind of funny.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
EX grenade number 0.
That EX grenade number 0 doesn't do shit, by the way. Like, sorry, I'm cursing up a storm. You can watch my language, but I threw that thing at that one-eyed laser shooting cat.
Hey, baby.
And it just turned around and walked away from me. And then went under the fucking... Sorry, my language again. Went under the... It's ectoplasmic freaking ocean of whatever there and pop back up and shot lasers at me again. Like it didn't even care I threw it at it. It's a champagne one, I've seen this. Dang it, forgot my glasses. Hi there. It must follow me places. Oh, it does. It even follows me while I'm in the vehicle. You poor thing. Oh, but that's such a great way to carry more materials from point A to point B.
Have a pleasant journey.
Wow, look at that thing run. It's moved out more of the roadway since I've been
Grubby.
How much further ahead does that thing go? Oh. I think it's over there. You ain't gonna catch me tripping. Build roads. Why is my truck empty? Great, I gotta head back. try this again, shall we?
Patience. Alright, it's a full charge.
Left again. Ceramics for the hardware.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Enter.
You must be Sam Bridges. That one-man expedition team? We may be cut off up here, but word still travels. We've heard all about the Great Deliverer, the BT Buster, the terrorist, stopper. I'm still working on that last one. Well, I'm just stoked to meet you, man. So, what you got for us? Whoa, incredible. This will be a huge help. Thanks. You're not gonna even recognize the way station when we're through. All right. All we need now is to get jacked into the network. Am I right?
We're gonna plug this guy in, and that will be the end for today. The webcam, I think, worked for the most part. I couldn't switch in between screens, I couldn't really tell, but I'll have to go back and watch the footage to see what happened. But other than that, yeah. Ooh, we've got this card. Way station north of Mountain Knot City. Hey, what does that do? Non-lethal assault rifle. That'd be helpful. The history of the Odorat. Must be the mountain range.
Man, it sure feels good to be part of the UCA for real. We've been literally marooned on an island for way too long. I can't wait to reconnect with everyone at HQ. Patching up this place is gonna take some work, but I'm feeling revved up and ready to go like never before. We won't let our country down. Thanks, Sam. And good luck out there. Not that you need it. You're gonna hit the West Coast before you know it.
Good work, Sam. Next, you need to extend the network to the distro center north of the city. Now'd be a damn good time to do it, too, as they just sent out an SOS call. Info's still coming in, but it looks like there's been an accident, and we've got injured in need of assistance. Check the delivery terminal for details.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for...
Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
Blood delivery. So I have to go there and then up into the mountains. I'm probably gonna build a lot of the road before I do that, I won't lie. And that's a furnace. Your ceramics, sweet. 460. Time limit 40 minutes. No, I'm not starting it yet then. I'll build the road and so on first. Can I save up here? Yes, I can. Cool. Alright, well, I think this is the end for today, ladies, gents, folks, and blokes. I'm not sure if I'll build more of the road on the next one, or if I'll do that in my spare time. Probably do some of it in my spare time, some of it in the next episode. But anyways, thank you all who may or may not tune in. It's been great. Please leave comments. I like feedback. On Facebook, hit the not Facebook, YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you feel like it, you're not obligated to. I've also got a Facebook page. My link is on, or that is on YouTube. It will, and my Twitch stuff is on there. I have some other content saved on my Twitch that is not on YouTube. It's under the highlights section. That's how I keep my stuff on there without it expiring. So yeah. Anyways, this is Greg the Warlock King saying peace, over and out. All you lovely people have a great day. And I mean that. Damn it, keyboard fell asleep.